Ignore the fact that I look like a gremlin, okay? I'm doing my Bible study. I prayed. I was like, hey, help me understand, please, and help me focus. I was decently focused, but just to, like, seal the deal, I went back and read again. I'm reading Ephesians 5 because everyone that I watched, like Claudia Campbell, there's another girl that I watch. I'm drawing a blank on what her name is. I was literally watching her, like, a half hour ago, maybe more than that. But I need to consult you guys on this because everyone says, like, oh, look for an Ephesians 5 man. I just read this. I feel like Ephesians 5 could go for everyone. There's bits that address specifically men, but then there's bits that address specifically women, which is why I think that it applies to everyone. It's not like an exclusively male thing, like look for an Ephesians 5 man. No, I feel like you should look for an Ephesians 5 partner in general because, oh shoot, my Bible is fine. I got a little excited and I crumpled the page a little bit. But it says, be therefore followers of God and dear children, and walk in love as Christ also hath loved us and hath given himself for us, an offering and sacrifice to God for a sweet-smelling savor. I think applies to all of us, therefore. Be therefore followers of God as dear children. We are all we're all children of Christ, and it says to walk in love as Jesus loved us. That doesn't apply specifically to men; it can apply to women too. And then you get to Ephesians 5:3. But fornication and all uncleanness or covetousness let it not be once named among you as becometh Christ, neither filthiness nor foolish talking nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks. Like, okay, it's talking about don't talk about sex. Don't be running amok, sleeping with everyone, which I feel like applies for men and women. Maybe it was, if we think about the time, maybe it wasn't necessarily about women. It wasn't a problem back then, but now it's a problem. You've got girls on the internet showing their nudity, like on the internet and for people to see. So maybe it was just because back then in that time, it wasn't directed, like it wasn't a problem for women, like it was happening, but it wasn't as much as it was happening with men. Maybe it's that, but like, and then it goes on to Ephesians 5:5. For this, that no whoremonger nor unclean person nor covetous man who is an idolater hath an inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and of God. So again, to instill that thing, like if you were spiritually unclean, if you were physically unclean, if you were running amok around the town, sleeping with everyone in sight, you won't make it into heaven. I mean, yes, it does say covetous man, nor covetous man, but could that apply to both men? Like, do you see where I'm coming from? Why I feel like it's not just specifically for men. I mean, it later does go on, like, hey, like speak like a child of God. Just have clean words, have clean thoughts, and then it goes down to, like, it even is like, hey, don't talk about the things that you do behind closed doors to other people. That's just between you and the person that you did it with, right? Because Ephesians 5:12, for it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. So, like, between a husband and wife, what they do behind closed doors stays between them. You're not supposed to talk about it. And then it goes down, and this is the other thing why I'm like, why is it specifically for men? Shouldn't you be looking for an Ephesians 5 woman too? Is because it gets to Ephesians 5:21, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God, having a God-fearing relationship, building your faith together. Like, that applies to both men and women. And then Ephesians 5:22 specifically says, wives, addressing the women, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. Like, that's directly to women. You go down two more. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. That love and lead your wife as Jesus loved and led the church. Like,